Oh, that's the wrong camera. I forgot to go like this. Woo! And I have to do this too. Dangle clacks. Hey, here we are. Let's get this chat box rolling. You guys are all waiting. You just looked at my smart food on my desk. And we need to go here and refresh the current page and watch the chat roll in. And I could finally unmute Swaggins. He's been dying to say boobs this whole time.
Tits.
There it is. Hello.
Hello.
How we doing today, good sir?
Good. It's weird because I'm not looking at you. Like I can look at you on the playback, but you're not on screen in the Zoom call right now because you have these magical ways of doing things. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm just peachy. I just got a couple of more hours of sleep. I'm feeling great now.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Is it going to be like this the whole show? That's my one question.
No.
Oh, okay. This is just for the just chatting part.
No, this is just this is the psych out intro.
Yeah.
So hi everybody.
I like it.
Hi everyone. Welcome to Not Vapestew. This is totally not Vapestew.
Wait, are we live?
Yeah.
Wait,
really?
Who's that? I can't see that person either.
Wait a minute. Wait, I don't know who that is.
Is this what erectile dysfunction is like?
You are erectile dysfunction.
I feel alone in this room.
Yeah, by the way, get used to not having rules on my channel. Except you can't just do the thing that you guys do when you put up the things. Yeah,
Gotcha.
Swags, don't say fuck.
You can say that
Got
all you
it.
want. I don't care. I don't care because YouTube doesn't care about things like that. No, they care about vaping. And with that being said, let's switch the scene real quick. I'll do the radio voice, and then we're gonna switch scenes so that you can see their lovely faces here. So I'm on live chat. First of all, we've got Phil Berkheimer. Well, first was Vapor Swaggins. Phil Berkheimer says, I may doze off, apparently. I did, so yeah. Voodoo 1013 is here. Anthony Ramella. Robert Hale. How's it going? We've got Emily Blue. How we doing? Jenny Designs is in the house. We've got ourselves PSS. We have Big Red Vapor Channel. We've got Alex Phipps here. Sorry, I almost messed up your name. Drip Vibe Vapor. How's it going? We've got... Let's see, Andy Summerfield, all the way from the UK. We've got ourselves Overdrip from the Great White North. I have to do that every time.
But why?
Yeah, it's an inside joke. If you don't get it, you don't get it.
Perfect for the internet.
Galito El Rican LVB. How are you? How are you?
Look how great my arms look.
Buff.
They can't see you yet. Hobag's here, Fog Dog's here. We've got Puddle Jumper 84, Rick Crawford, Adam Candy. I almost said
Candy.
Kopecky, but
Cocaine.
and we've got
Cocaine.
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 and we've got the Omi Ben Bimo. Hello everyone. We've
Let's
got
be like the old guys in the Muppets.
damn it. All right, I better switch the scene before you guys just ruin everything.
We're Harry and Harry. Oh!
Derp, derp, derp.
All right, so we're just gonna go.
I forget what juice I had in this spot.
It doesn't matter, Nolan.
Well, I mean,
it does matter.
it does because I'm trying new juices. Well, not trying new juices, but I'm not. It's not Pango.
Oh wait,
Or
actually, I have to go
Tango
back over here. Hold on.
Yeah, come back over here, bro.
Hold on, I have to shut the webcam off. I have to disable my webcam.
That's what happens when you get too fucking fancy, man.
Wait,
I
I've
know,
got to
I
put
know.
my shirt on still. Hold on. My shirt's not on.
Well, you can do that, Michelle. It's just fine.
Okay. I think we're good.
And then
Over promise, under deliver. That's the way to do
That's
it.
our motto.
That's the Vapestew way,
Nick,
isn't it?
you've never looked so good, dude. You look amazing right now.
I'm gonna punch you. No.
Yos, webcam utility beta.
Oh, now it's gonna
Master
give me
beta.
It's gonna give me grief. You know what? I might just switch the camera to the other one because I'm not dealing with this bullshit tonight.
Oh. We have angry, Nick.
Oh, I thought I fixed this whole thing, but apparently I didn't. I fixed my one for Wednesday night because I had it ready to go, but then the Monday one screws up. Yay!
By the way, someone had mentioned that they were they were in Stowe and they could smell your mentholated e-liquid from where they were at, but they couldn't find you anywhere.
Where's Stowe? Is that Connecticut?
It's in your neck of the woods, northern
Vermont.
Connecticut.
I don't know what
Stowe is in Vermont,
Stowe
dude.
is in Vermont, dude. Okay, so problem is now I don't have a webcam at all because it won't start my
What?
webcam, and I have to leave the call and go back into it. So first,
Yeah, why don't you just leave?
this is
Get outta here.
garbage. This is
hot
we should
garbage.
just shut it down. I mean, there's no point.
I don't
being
think.
here.
I don't
Let's just
think
not do
that
it. They don't wanna
Goonies
show
ever
anyway.
say die.
I like one thing goes wrong. I'm like, nope, shut it down. Stan's just like, I'm used to this.
Listen, you
you know
had
what
it
I
out.
can do? You know
You could have
what?
told everybody that you had a toothache again.
I do kind of. My tooth kind of hurts. And I
Oh, I'm
discovered
sorry,
another
Nicholas.
We're gonna start the show. We're gonna give everybody their favorite doses of angry, disgruntled old Jewish lady Nick, and then we're gonna leave. That'll be
Yeah,
good.
that's it.
Yeah, I broke
Very
everything
short
now.
show.
Yeah.
Wait, so is
Stowe,
anyone
Mass.
seeing him? Wait, we can't see Nick. Can anyone else?
No,
see
no one can see me. Absolutely
it's
no
not
one
just
can see
me.
me because
All right.
this stupid
Program you use is in open beta.
Yeah.
stupid
Hey,
program.
you know, Nick, Logitech makes a really pretty inexpensive webcam. Works fine.
Yeah, I got one of them.
I have
yeah, one of them
I have,
rare things.
I have several of them, except
You know what?
they
a
won't
hot
turn
tea
on.
looks delicious right now. That would really alleviate the pain in my temples. I got a headache, but it's
You
behind
need some
my
grandma's
ears.
lemonade. Is that what you said?
No, I need some hot tea.
Hot
Is that how you
tea.
pronounce it?
Toddy. Hottie toddy.
Yeah,
Well,
you
there's some
guys
very
just don't get
important
to see
things
me
that we
tonight,
should talk
apparently.
about. We should mention at the very least. Toys R Us is going
Oh.
out of business.
That happened already. Well, I will be.
So, audience, just so you know, this is how today kind of
This is.
came to be. Stan went to Chili's again. At least I'm under. I heard it. Upon
I made
good
a sweet
authority, or I
thumbnail
have
and
it upon good
everything,
authority,
dude.
Yeah, he went out
Yeah.
to eat.
that he went to Chili's.
Yep.
And then Nick was like, "No, I got this," and I felt confident in that. And so I messaged him, and I was like, "Do we got everything?" And he's like, "No," and I was like, "All right, I'll follow your lead." And now look at where we are. You know, that's what happens when you believe in false idols, and that's why I'm going to burn down all of my hair dolls of Nick Bissett because he's no longer.
Why me?
my hero.
I think Swaggins would be more likely to be able to be broadcasting than me. I fucking suck at this shit.
Yeah, I have gigabit. I should have probably. But you know what? The real problem is it's nothing other than the fact that you're using a
very
program.
expensive
in open
webcam.
beta.
Yeah, well,
I
it's
don't-
garbage.
I don't get the.
You have a
Canon-
lot of
Dear
things. You have a lot
Canon.
of programs talking to each other right
Dear
now.
Canon,
You got
Yeah.
too much.
dear
man.
Canon,
The
you're
cat in the
garbage.
cradle and the silver moon. Little boy Boo and the dog in the moon.
Oh, my camera's broken too now.
Shit.
Shut up, Michelle. I can try to add a video capture device to this.
You
scene,
guys are no fun.
but it's just.
Well,
it's
we're
just gonna be
keeping
this.
50 people entertained, Mr. Vapor Swaggins. Yeah, you're right. This is the first time ever that we're going to have a mental breakdown and talk to ourselves in the third person on live.
I honestly don't feel good either. Oh God. Let's just all shut our cameras off and have a radio show.
That's what she's the news today on.
Yeah, that's what I see like that. And my camera, my Brio, just won't start. Because apparently it's being used somewhere. I don't know where.
Dude, quit. You need to just quit. Like, quit all your other
quit.
programs, my dude.
Get a new computer.
I can't though, because Zoom is the one using the camera.
Have you tried reinstalling your operating system?
What up, Fog Dog? What up, Adam at Cocaine? This motherfucker here.
Why is the Brio on this one? What the hell?
Listen, we can talk about the craziest 2 weeks of my recent life that I've had over the last
We could also. You can't even.
2 weeks.
Hey,
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Oh my god! It's Nick.
Look at all that code going over there. Stop trying to break into the UN.
Yeah, man.
That's literally just the show.
Oh.
And I could take this thing off of here and maybe move it up here. That might be
You
the
could
play.
do that.
How can I do that without breaking everything? I'm just gonna take you guys with.
You
This
know
is
what
my
I would
down
tell him
low
to do,
camera-
Jenny? I would tell him
camera.
to reboot because he's got too many things going on and his computer's confuzzled.
No. It's literally just
I guarantee
Streamlabs
you hang the
OBS.
phone up and you fucking pick it back up and you're good.
Streamlabs OBS is dumb.
Yeah, in open beta.
No.
Hey,
Well,
or
that's-
you know,
Stop
we
using
can.
a beta program.
Let's
Then
just not make him.
There's-
buy
that's the
XSplit.
only way, dude. That's the only way.
Yeah.
I would have to
So
buy.
I'm
Or
gonna
use
switch
old
to my
OBS.
crappy camera, and now we can all have our
What are you
crappy
talking
cameras
about?
on. Swags,
Old
do you have a crappy
OBS,
camera?
dude.
I don't
This
own
is
anything.
webcam
crappy.
capture
Oh,
software.
that's true.
I'm using a G5 Mark II, G5X Mark II. Swag.
No way.
Gee.
Canon. I bought one just for
So
this
use
one
Sparko
express,
Cam, bro.
This one express purpose.
Or Elgato.
I don't have an Elgato.
Yeah, or
I
Elgato.
sold my Elgato.
Dude, well, there's your problem right there.
My Legata?
Yeah,
Yeah.
your Legata. Have you tried that?
And su pantalones.
Su pantalones. All right, whatever. I think I'm gonna. My stomach legit hurts, and I'm kind of
Aw.
concerned
Pobrecito.
because I literally woke up from a nap. Oh, this thing. Why?
Were you sleeping? Is that what it is? You were like out cold.
Oh yeah, dude. I got 3 hours of sleep last night because I was playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2.
Oh, that's right. They just did that re-release, right? Like, what's it like? Is it good?
It's amazing, and I'm gonna be playing it on Twitch right after this
What, Cyberpunk
craptacular
2020?
show.
Yeah, 2019 version 2.
Sick. I just watched The Boys season 2.
The first 3 episodes.
Yeah. And
it's
you know
good,
what?
right?
Eh,
Oh, I liked it.
I like it. I just know that I'm compelled to want to watch more, and they did that on purpose. They did
Yeah,
the
I'm
first
pissed
3
about
episodes
that.
because they knew that was going to get you
Hooked.
locked in, and you're like,
Yep.
well, nothing really, really, really awesome happened yet, but it's about to happen. I
I
hope.
feel
Yeah.
naked without my watch now. What have I become?
I'm sorry. What is
An
that?
adult?
I take my watch off.
You
for
guys
5
are
minutes.
bickering like old people.
Who said that?
That's what we do here. What are you trying to say?
That's what content is.
know what you mean by that comment, Sonny boy, but in my day, if you
Now
had
you're
said
just-
that, we would take you out back and hit you with a hickory stick.
That's too appropriate. Good lord.
Also, pickles are on sale for 10 cents.
Pickles? Did someone say pickles? That's your cue.
Oh.
That's your cue.
No spoilers.
cue.
I'm not going to tell you anything. There's superheroes in it.
Okay, so today I'm vaping on this right here. I stole it from work.
It's right here.
It's Aegis X with the Druga 2 on top.
huge, dude.
It's
What screen?
huge.
Yeah, it's a massive screen, and it's completely unnecessary because it's not like
Absolutely.
they don't put more information on the screen. No, they just
Think about
make
how much
everything
battery
giant.
you're losing on your stupid screen.
Meh, I don't care. It works really well.
When it comes down to it, that's all that really matters, right?
The Druga 2.
Truth be told,
And I've got some of this Frames
Yeah.
Janklin's favorite liquid in there, the Fountain Blast Off.
Mm.
It is actually pretty damn nice.
I was talking to my old friend Johnny Appleseed, and he is also a fan of Baja Blast.
Johnny Appleseed, huh? That's
what's Johnny doing these days?
yeah. What's he up to?
Well, he can't see anymore. The cataracts really took over.
Yeah.
But his archery is better than ever. It turns out you don't really need eyes to do archery, just your ears and strong forearms.
Yeah, but tripping cannabinoids. I can't even fucking say it.
Cananaboids? Banana boat? What?
I give up.
Bananas.
Ooh.
Give up.
Bananas. Bananas. Go.
You know, if this is going to be a shit show, you might as well invite some stooges on to hang out.
I'm down with that. Any of my patrons are welcome on. Very similar to
Well, that's not very inclusive because
Well, listen, shh.
My patrons are also welcome, which is everybody else in the chat. My patronage is free.
What about my patrons?
Listen to me. My patrons are welcome, and anyone else that has a webcam and a microphone and wants to come on and make a fool out of themselves for an hour or two, an hour and a half.
Except
we're
for
doing
everyone
an
in
hour and a
chat.
half.
Let's
There's
have a
no
good
way.
old-fashioned after party, guy.
Yeah.
it's called
fuck
Twitch.
Yeah, dude.
Well, we'll quiplash it up, but not in the first hour. We got to throw something down a hill. We got to see what's
Break
going
it.
on in the vape shop. Like these are staples. People come
you
every week
asked
to
me.
listen.
You know, I almost
And people
did
want to
it.
see my Vapestew, dude.
Yeah, that's true. And you need a host better. Or I'll take the keys to this city, burn it down.
I actually hold on. Let me do this. Can't hear anyone.
Something fancy.
I actually rock this at the shop like this. This is now my pacifier. This is the Renova Zero.
Dude, looks so douchey. It's not even funny.
Don't care. It's 100%.
Okay, I'm just saying.
This is my anti-murder device. So that's what you.
Has anyone laughed at you for that yet?
No. And if they do, I'm going to hatchet them to death and then hide their body in the warehouse out back.
Dude, that's a little too... You've thought about this.
What?
Oh, breaking news from the White House. Stan's site will be up shortly.
Is
For
that
those
what
of
he
you
said?
that mentioned that it was down. Sorry.
Is that what he
I
said?
thought it was, yeah.
My site is
For all your
up
vaping
and
needs.
running.
He's freaking out. He's watching the show. He's like, don't give out my personal Zoom room number. And I was like, dude, relax.
What? This
I know the
isn't-
Chili's is making
First
your
of all,
anus.
this isn't your Zoom room number. This is my Zoom room number.
Oh, lottie-darter.
I have a Zoom Pro account too. Douche.
I think we all do. All of us right
Yeah,
now. have-
exactly. So why is
Whose account would you like to use?
Why would we use his Zoom if he's not going to be on?
I don't know, man.
I have the whole right panel blocked off the screen. It's completely cropped out. So
He
Yep.
said be less loud. He has a migraine.
okay, everyone.
He wants us to keep our voices down?
Lower. Okay.
All right,
so
sorry,
this,
Stan.
This is the ASMR hour with your host, Vapor
Wow.
Swagons. Oh, Jesus. I want Eddie Wally. Wow.
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 Anyways,
Look at all these popsicles. Wow.
I have in here. I have some juicy apple from. Ooh, I need to refill
Johnny
it.
Appleseed.
Juicy apple. Nick Salt.
One spinning Kevin Bacon head. of a
Yay.
Juicy apple.
Dude, it's
Bevan
good.
Kaken.
Bevan Kaken. Juicy apple. Here we go. And it's delicious, and I love it, and I don't want to give it up.
Don't.
I won't give it up. I won't let it
Never gonna
down.
give up. Never gonna get it. Never gonna.
Oh, and apparently the filling thing is not working, though. That's not a good sign. Michelle, what are you vaping on there?
Yes. I'm vaping tonight.
Okay. Good show.
Okay, awesome.
God, the
Tonight I'm vaping on
fiddly little thing,
a
though.
can of mint
Oh.
with a vaporizer on the top and juice.
That's like a magic trick. How do you do
Welcome, Cliff82, and greetings to you. He said
Welcome
greetings
to
from
the show.
Frankfurt.
that? Good day.
Welcome.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Greetings to you from Dolores Pittsfield, Missouri.
What?
Well, that's our home base
Yeah.
Pardon?
of
it's
operations here.
underground.
Yeah.
Dolores.
Pittsville.
Yeah, they were our donors. And it just happens to be in Montana, but we want people to think it's in Missouri.
Yeah, because that confuses people. It's the two states that start with an M and.
So I was
are very
watching
close to
this
each other.
podcast. I was
Yeah?
watching this podcast earlier. Do you guys know Andy Bovine from Workaholics?
No. I'm not familiar with that Vapor Swagons. Perhaps
When he
you
was
could tell us
when he
more.
was a child, he was run over by a cement truck and horribly disfigured. But his legs were repaired by doctors, and he's fine now. But like, if you look at his legs,
Uh-huh.
there's actually parts missing, and I had no idea. Like, I've been watching this guy forever, and I had no idea.
What's his name?
until this podcast?
Andy Bovine.
His name is
You said-
Andy Bovine from
Andy
Workaholics.
Cows. Andy Cows.
You're confused, DC? I'm freaking confused, bro.
Yeah, I am too.
This has been a very long day. Fridays are always very long.
Very long and very hard, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my
So-
story.
Oh yes, Wagons, you're not kidding.
All right, let's just show it off.
Wow, okay, you could just listen to the podcast or something, but no.
Yeah.
Okay, stop doing that. It's freaking me out now.
But it's a crazy story, man. It just goes to show you. You never really know, you know? So don't, like, judge a book by its cover. This is the part where, like, you host, bro. Come on.
I was
I'm
reading
the color
chat.
commentary.
I'm the chat reader.
You've got two color commentators with
Okay,
you. We need a host.
Michelle, take the lead. I'm gonna read chat. Swaggins is
Okay.
gonna make silly quips. And
Okay.
and
All right, so
jump into
welcome
things.
everyone to That's What She Said version 2.
Yeah, I
this is
missed the
the
show
mostly
this
male
week.
version of the
Swaggins,
show.
are you getting more shit in the background, or is it just me? Or are you just condensing it?
What do you, on my
In your-
background?
Yeah, it looks more full now.
Ah, man. It's just a good angle. My dog didn't hit my tripod, and I wasn't lazy, and I pulled it forward. I don't know. I'll tell you what. You just had Michelle hosting, and you stomped all
Interrupted
over
me,
it.
know.
I have a
was gonna do
question.
it.
Do you trust her hosting?
Yes.
Oh, fine. I'll shut up then.
No. I mean, if you don't want me, it's fine.
Apparently, Adam Cocandy wants to know what Swaggins is vaping on.
Well, it's a good question.
Sure it's expensive.
right there, isn't it? Well, just because you asked, Adam Cocandy, I'm gonna go through everything on my desk.
Do it.
Because I mean, why not?
You won't do it.
So to start, I've got a Stratum V4 SX385J, single 18650 in white polished Delrin with the Dwarf mouth-to-lung, steam tuners, top fill with the nice juice flow control. I think that's a KHW or a steam tuners, white Delrin, drip tip 510, of course. Inside of there, pretty sure that I have Transistor Nectosphere. It's a nectarine tangerine, and it's absolutely stellar. Next, I've got the Milo Mods Corona. This is a single 18650.
It's got the
DNA 60.
Corona.
Oh, God.
Be careful, you'll get sick from it. It's not good for you.
You gotta wear
does.
gloves, kid.
Be very careful.
Wear your mask when you're vaping on that.
It's impossible, Bubby.
Got Corona.
On top of that, I've got the Avatar RTA by Amber Mods, and I absolutely enjoy that RTA. Inside of there, I've got Nectosphere as well, Tangerine Nectarine. I'm really diverse when it comes to the flavors I vape on. I've got drawers and drawers of juices. Just kidding. I've got drawers and drawers of the same juice. I've got this
That's
Mako
cute.
V2 by Mako. It's a DNA 60 squonk with the Skyfall
Is that real
RDA.
carbon fiber?
Is that carbon
Skyfall.
fiber?
On the
No,
bottom,
this is
on the bottom, on the bottom.
I'm pretty sure that's a carbon
Uh,
fiber plate that he puts
It
in
could
there.
be, yeah. It looks like it could be legit.
It's laminated. I have carbon fiber from him, a door on my other one, and it's not polished or anything. It's pretty it looks
That's
not-
actually a really cool mod. I like how simple it is.
yeah, it's tiny.
And
I
it
really love
reminds me
this.
of the oh come on, brain.
It's a swag
white
size
Delrin buttons
mod.
or white Juma buttons.
No,
actually.
remember the original mods that had the DNA screen on the bottom? Vapor Shark?
Vapor
Vapor
Shark. I have one up
Shark.
there.
Are they still in business?
Yeah.
I don't think
I
they're
don't
in
think so.
business. Oh.
Not
No.
sure.
Speaking of companies
So-
not in, oh wait, is that it?
No, I'm still
Damn, that was
going,
a-
bro. I'm
that was
gonna
a
give you
perfect
everything on my
transition.
desk.
All right, keep going.
Well, hey, you keep learning, and someday you'll get there.
That's why
inside
I'm
of
a
there,
terrible
I have
host.
Homeboy Mango, but I don't have any more of that. That's how long that's been sitting on my desk. Next, I've got the Sunbox Zero Nega 2 Mini. This has got a Dicodes V3 Extreme board in it. This thing goes up to, I think, 60 watts, maybe.
So that's like one of those really inexpensive Chinese mods, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's like
It's 18350.
it's an
I've
Anakin
got
knockoff.
I got the K-Fun Prime
They're
with
all of his are
a
knockoffs.
different tank on there. Have you ever seen the movie Knockoff? Speaking of knockoffs, the one with Jean-Claude Van Damme. You remember it if like he's running and all of a
Yeah,
sudden
I
his
saw
shoes
Knocked Up.
explode.
I saw Knocked Up, but I don't
Like
think
the whole
John
premise of the
Claude Van Damme was
movie is
in
that
it.
China is knocking off all this stuff and he's like gonna fight crime to figure out where it's coming from. But he's running and his shoes explode because they're knockoff shoes.
I need to see that. Someone pull up the clip.
Absolutely. Inside of there, I got 5150 premium e-liquid detox. That's a crisp apple creme brulee. Crisp honey. It's a honey crisp apple creme brulee.
Ooh.
Words. That's in 12 milligram. It's delicious mouth-to-lung vape. Obviously, I'm vaping on the Heavy Hitter by Heavy Metal Vapor, Stan, and Times Vape. Blacked Out Copper. Freaking this thing hits. And I love the Asgard. It's pretty much paired to this right now. The Asgard mini palm powders coating on there in white. DHD tip, chop top. Loving it. Inside of there, I've got She's a Dime by Smacks. I loaded up on a bunch of this stuff because these are the times we're living in, right?
Yeah, these are the times.
I'm going to keep going. This is my favorite setup that I'm
Jesus
vaping on
Christ,
right
dude.
now.
I'm really
I've
glad
got
I made it nice and short.
the Stellar Mods Supernova by Stellar Mods with the Stellar Tank by Stellar Mods, all Italian right here. Oh, yeah. This is my Ferrari vape. DNA 60, 18650. Inside of there, I've got Pango by Transistor, Pineapple Mango. It's absolutely stellar. I freaking love it. But in reality, all these vapes that are on my desk. Oh yeah, I got a Dreamer Arden right here too.
Oh my
That's
god,
got,
dude.
That's got Pony on Acid by Smack.
You must have more.
No, dude. Absolutely not.
Okay,
I'm
what
vaping
about
on
like
this right here?
exactly? What about your pods? What pods are you using right now? It's like a magician pulling out pods everywhere. Oh, that is my favorite mod. Can we talk about that mod for a second?
Yeah. Yeah.
That mod is amazing. That is seriously, that is the only mod that Vapor Swaggins owns that makes me jealous. That one right there.
It's cool.
It's
Warning.
Awesome, dude.
This product contains Delta 8. Oh, wait.
Nicotine? Yes. That product does not contain nicotine.
That's a Lazy Vapors box. All right, did I waste enough time? Back to you, Nicholas, in the studio.
I'm now watching a clip from Knockoff, and it looks like the most ridiculous
Dude,
movie.
you're streaming right now. It's not time for you to watch fucking Netflix, dude.
Dude, this movie.
Take over. Go, man.
This movie is ridiculous.
Wait.
Is that a
Swaggins
dab
did a dab
sneeze?
sneeze? But
That's
that's because Nick
amazing.
Green last night sneezed, and genuinely it looked like a dab sneeze.
No, look. My emoji.
So
That's elbow. That's literally called elbow sneeze.
Elbow
Nice.
sneeze?
yeah, it looks like you're dabbing. I am gonna have
does.
to watch this movie sometime because it looks ridiculous. Anyways, speaking of companies going out of business, you know what?
Ape Wild.
You know what date? Yeah, but you know what? Oh, also, Moon Mountain's not making juice anymore. I just read that. But PMTAs are coming up. Dun dun dun. September 9th. By the way, if you guys are free tomorrow and in the Washington D.C. area, please go to the rally because there's a rally tomorrow to basically reform the PMTA process because it's horrible and convoluted, and people are submitting 20,000 page documents and 300 gigabytes of information to the FDA, and it's all going to say the same exact thing. Vaping is not smoking. So, yeah, please go there, and hopefully people won't have to submit so many pieces of paper completely uselessly to the government. Because, yeah, they're going to be like, yeah, this is the FDA. Thank you for your application money, and you've been denied. Unfortunately, we're sorry. We gave that to Philip Morris. They're the ones. They're the winners. Yeah. So, yeah, there's a DC rally tomorrow. I hope everyone is planning on going. Michelle, you'll be there, right? I'm kidding.
I'm working tomorrow.
I'm kidding. Yes. But there's also a lot of companies basically checking out. And it's unfortunate. Vape Wild.
There's also a lot of companies that are just saying, fuck it.
Well,
We're gonna
yes.
sell our shit. There's
Right.
no way the
No, but
FDA
it's
even
sad.
came out and made a statement that that they can't keep up.
There's no way they're going to be able to keep up with the industry. We are always 10 steps ahead. I mean, look how long it took for them to catch on to the Caliburn and Puff Bar. Like, it took them 6-7 months, I want to say, before they even got word of what a freaking Puff Bar was. And then they're like, oh, no, you need to stop doing business. It's like, okay, it's a Chinese company. Good luck with that. So they're just going to make another company name and then keep coming out with the same stuff and then keep importing it. And it's not going to stop a single thing, I don't think, in my opinion. I really don't think your vape shop is going to look that different come September 10th. Personally, in the long run, it might, because
Dude, there are gas stations that have gone back to selling pods.
Mm-hmm.
They don't give a fuck.
Right. Here, well, you have to explain, because in Massachusetts, it's been basically like banned. Vaping has been
Everything
banned.
is not okay.
So flavors got banned here in Massachusetts a while ago, last year, like the end of last year, and people are going back to selling flavors because they just don't care, because they're like, it's COVID, they're not going to catch me. And I don't disagree with that decision, to be honest with you. And yeah, the rules. What's the quote like? It's like bad rules are meant to be broken or something like that. I don't know. I'm terrible with quotes. But that's a quote.
I think
from
it's
me.
just rules are meant to be broken, and that's like usually a terrorist or a villain who says that. But it's okay. You can you just
You
don't
can
run
be a
on that
terrorist
campaign.
or a
Yeah,
villain.
Definitely.
I'm gonna run on the campaign that you're only breaking the law if you get caught.
That's true. The Simpsons.
That's every politician. So I
Homer-
mean, in reality, I'd just be a breath of fresh
Homer
air.
Simpson
Drain the
says-
swamp.
Oh my god. Homer Simpson
spiders.
says that if he doesn't see it, it's not illegal. So he closes his eyes and does something illegal. Now you know.
Yeah, but it's also like, I feel like I've been doing things that were illegal since I was 14 years old, and that's
Breathing.
going to become legal.
Mhm.
And the other, it's like I'm gonna always have some illegal vice.
Yep, you're just gonna find it, like shitting on people in public. Totally.
That's not
illegal.
legal?
Nope.
What? That's not right. I don't know. You know what? I think I might need to.
That's
start
not
supporting that.
legal. That's not right.
You should be able to shit on whoever you want.
Agreed.
This got weird real quick. Voodoo 1013, no, flavors are not banned in Connecticut. That is why I work at the busiest vape shop in America.
Yes.
Literally,
Sorry.
the busiest vape shop in the entire country is where I work.
Of North America.
No, north and south, and east and west.
East and West.
In the world. Let's go for it, dude. In the
I don't know
world.
about the world. There might be like some crazy ass like hypermarket vape shop
In the
like,
in the Arctic, yeah.
in Germany or something. Okay. But yeah. So the PMTA, pay money to approve. Wow, that statement from Anthony Ramella there, it's too close to home.
That's
because-
the statement that put the crack in the Liberty Bell right there.
Wait, there is, but the thing is, there's truth to that, and there's truth in that. Essentially, what the FDA has done, in collaboration with some of the largest corporations in this country, is they've made it a pay-to-play industry, or at least that's what they're making it into, where it's only the largest companies that have millions of dollars to spend can then sell vape gear, and all the
Welcome
mom
to
and pops are going to be put out
capitalism,
of business.
baby. Pay
Well,
money
it's
to
not-
win. The Koreans get it. They make
That's
all the
crony
video games.
capitalism, though.
I
it's
understand
fucking
that,
ridiculous.
but honestly, I mean, you can move up. Generally speaking, you can network and you can move however you want to move. It's just I'm saying if you have money or access to it,
but
you can
look-
pay that money to win. You can skip.
Look at what's been happening over the past couple of years, though, in like the restructuring of the industry, where you have smaller mom and pop independent kind of companies basically selling their recipes to larger corporations that are able to not only file the paperwork for you and do all that, but they have the machinery to bottle your thousands of your bottles of liquid and distribute them to vape shops across America. So the bigger the company that we have fighting for us, our side, the better off we are. And we are becoming big vapor. And that, in my opinion, isn't a bad thing, because we do have like mega labs out there that produce 50, 60 different brands and distribute them. But it's almost like giving the small companies a shot at becoming big, because they do generally keep a little bit of their intellectual property. They keep the name, they keep the rights to it and all that. But what they're doing is they're selling the distribution rights to their e-liquid, so that they are not then able to keep producing their juice at their house or wherever, their small clean room lab or something like that. But instead, they just have them to do it. And what we do with Blaz is we have Vapor Stockroom do it in Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky, to be more precise. And we have to order our own juice from them to stock our shelves. Now, we still get the credit for it. We still get like the, how should I put it? We still get the commission for it or whatever. And we sell a ton of it. So we get, basically our money back, our investment back on it. But we just make like $1 or $2 less per bottle than we would by making it locally. And we don't have to do any of the work. So by allowing a larger company to distribute it for us and make it for us, it's just so much easier on us. So we have more time to focus on selling it.
Has that company filed for a PMTA?
Yes, they have, Michelle. Yes, they have.
So will you be able to sell Blaz after
Yes, ma'am.
9/8?
Yes, ma'am. Blaz will be available post 9/8 or 9/9. It's 9/9.
So, but here's my question, because the way that I understood the PMTAs was that for each SKU, you need to get approval. And then that means this company then would have to get approval on each of your juice lines and bottle sizes and so forth. Who pays for that?
The Vapor Stockroom will be paying everything, but that's just more of the chunk that they get to keep from what they give us per bottle.
Yeah.
So they basically are making more than we are per bottle. We're making a couple of bucks on it, and
what's ridiculous is that these companies can't go to the FDA and approve all the individual components, because you're always going to be mixing and matching them for different flavors, but instead have to like get approval for that final product rather than the ingredients within it.
Right. Well, individually, all of these ingredients have already been approved by the FDA individually, but the flavorings have not been approved for inhalation. They've only been approved for consumption.
Yeah, use in food.
Right. So it's kind of a tricky situation, because all they would really have to do is retest things to be inhaled instead of digested.
Yeah, but isn't PG's been used as an inhalant?
Right,
yeah,
right. Well, no, I'm specifically really
He's
kind of
talking about
more
the
or less
flavorings.
talking about the flavorings.
Yeah, okay.
Than anything else. But you're right in the fact that all you would have to do is test that, and then everything that uses that gets approved. But it's all in the combination of them. So most companies will use between 2 and 10 flavorings in their liquids, and if you can get each and every one of those flavorings approved, the nicotine's already approved and the PG and VG are already approved. Therefore, you should just be basically almost grandfathered in, essentially.
Or that, so if what you're saying, and I'm not sure if it is, but if you're saying is true in the way it works out, and they get one product or one line approved, can they use like a similarity to that when they get the other ones approved?
Well,
I don't think they can.
That's what a lot of companies are banking on now.
Okay.
So a lot of companies are hoping that someone will get through from the industry, and then everyone else will share the information out. Now, the problem is the one of the first companies to file, like, set in stone their application for PMTA was,
Thank you, Anthony Ramel.
it begins with an A. Oh my god.
Asshole.
No, it's a company that's owned 50% by Big Tobacco. It begins
And
with
it starts with an A?
Oh my god, I can't think of it off the top of my head. Avail Vapor
Oh,
was one of the
derp.
first ones. Thank you, Phil.
That's not capitalism,
Horkheimer.
Anthony. That's supply and demand, my dude. Sorry. He said,
Just go
will
ahead, Nick.
companies with an accepted PMTA mark their prices up when several other companies die off? Capitalism? And no, that's just supply and demand. It's like the guy that from like Arkansas, you know, in the early 1900s, and he basically bought up all the onions and capitalized on the market. And that's the reason why monopoly laws exist. But generally speaking, supply and demand, my dude.
Yeah, I mean, well, okay. So, kind of taking a second to go follow that little, path.
Tangent.
Tangent. Thank you. Like I said, I work at the busiest vape shop in America, and there are 3 states surrounding us that have banned flavors. Now, we didn't raise our prices a penny. In fact, we've been essentially lowering our prices over time just to fit the market better. And I think that is the best thing we could have done, because we could have gouged people out of, $25-30 a 60 mil, but we didn't. So people are still coming back and buying 10 bottles at a time. And really, juice is, you make your money in volume rather than a single item. So, vape shops have to mark up hardware $10 or $15 because they don't sell very many pieces of hardware, and they make their money off of the juice, but it's not in one sale. So getting
Everyone
a big
always
sale
makes the money off the Jews.
Jesus
Terrible.
Christ. But making money, like, getting like getting a big sale is one thing, but having a repeat customer for a long period of time makes you more money, and good customer service is the basis for that. Coming to my
That's
vape
why
shop,
they use MSG.
yeah, and a little tiny bit of crack. So I'm kidding. But yeah,
Dude, that's the headline tomorrow. Vape juice uses crack.
yeah. There's
Thanks,
crack
Nick.
in vape juice. You're welcome. The 53 people watching right now are gonna rat me out. But
Don't do it.
So there is hopefully going to be a substantial equivalence. We just don't know who is going to be the first one that actually either gets through or gets denied. And I would,
Or if they'll even allow it.
well, that's they kind of have to.
How quickly?
Because you realize that every cigarette that has passed through the FDA within the past 100 years has gotten a substantial equivalence. It's like, well, it can't be any worse than what we've already came out with, so here you go. So I think it would be a massive double standard, and I still want people to watch the news very closely on vaping, because if something gets through, like one of the brands like Cutwood or like Cosmic Fog or what's the other big one, Space Jam, if any of those guys get through, those companies...
Space Jam and Cosmic Fog were bought up. They were bought up by Big Tobacco. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Well, that's what he's saying.
If they get through, then there's some big tobacco money at play there. And if for some reason
absolutely.
a little vapor company doesn't get through for some reason, you got to query as to why. So is it just basically Philip Morris was just like, okay, here's how we got our products through. Use that.
If you think about this, it's a free market, right? I have a very basic.
Not a free market, though.
No, hold on. Let me.
All right, sorry, Swaggy,
understand the inflection and the tone. So
Okay,
it's a
Daddy.
free market, right? It was a free market. Generally, the country is a free market. So you can have a whole industry that comes up out of nothing. That's what's happened here. Without regulation, it's flourished, and also we've kind of slid by. Through time, especially since August 8th, 2016, right? I mean, generally speaking, we've kind of been skidding by and continuing to grow because we're community-based, industry, and harm reduction and all this stuff. But generally speaking, like there's a whole process to this. When you have a regulated industry, you have companies that come up, they get investment, millions of dollars, you build a company, a brand, etc. You sell your product. And then the bigger, the strongest companies, they buy up all the little competition and they consolidate the market. So in general, what you're seeing here is like, let's look at this in the long view.
What?
We're looking at the short view right now because we're living in it, but we're like a 10-year-old industry, maybe 11 years really, like a mainstream kind of growth, et cetera, and access. But we haven't had a consolidation of our market, and there wasn't going to be one because there were no regulations. So now they're putting all this regulation in place and they're going to they've decimated the market as we know it, have known it, but that doesn't mean that like, it's not going to look like something. It's going to still exist and it's going to change and it's going to come back to what it was. It's just a question of how, when, what's the frequency. But where we're living right now, it's like if you own a business, you're looking for PMTA to fall down, to rule out. And then you're seeing how quickly is the FDA getting on the people that haven't submitted. And as a business, if you see that that's taking time, you're going to be like, fuck it, I'm going to operate. So that's really what we're looking at right now. But generally speaking, we're not going away. It's just, this is a forced consolidation of our market. Big tobacco is going to come in and buy up a lot of the standing with general people. They're not going to smoke cigarettes, which is good. But people that are really committed to this as an industry are going to stay here. They're going to fight for it, and they're going to take out their little piece of the pie, and they're going to grow that up back again. And it's going to take years again, but that's what's going to happen. And I'm going to take a break now.
Okay.
Breathe.
Yeah, that was just drop the mic moment. But yeah. Basically, there was two schools of thought when it came to the FDA starting in 2016. There was the people that are like, screw it. We'll get a couple more years out of the industry and we'll leave. And then you have the people that were planning ahead for this and going, okay, well, I'm going to grow the crap out of my business so that I can get big enough to actually file PMTA and actually go through the process. And I want to be the one that ends up on the other side of all this. Now, the people that are said, screw it, we'll get through it, or we'll just sell until they stop us, are kind of kicking themselves now because they were greedy up front. They made their money, and they made a whole bunch of money off the industry, and everyone bought their juice. But now they're kind of screwed because they're like, well, we don't have a backup plan. Everyone's backup plan was CBD or Delta 8 or whatever the new fad thing is. It's
unfair. You're right. It's unfair, but it's big risk, big reward, and especially in business. I mean, this. You're speaking it right now. If you don't reinvest your money, or I mean, obviously there are a lot of people who couldn't afford it, but those that you're talking about now, the ones that can't afford it, that don't, because they're just like, screw it, we'll just figure it out. They're cutting off their nose to spite their face. It's regulation. We had to be regulated at some point, and it just sucks that the hammer fell so hard and so unfairly, and the smear campaigns. I'm not making excuses for that. I'm just saying, like,
it sucks that our Surgeon General is a complete idiot too. Good Lord, he is just the flip.
He's the kind of guy that watches his wife fuck somebody else for pleasure.
Okay, I was not going to go that far. Really, I want to...
Wait, hold on a second. I'm going to take over your show for a second because it's rude. Edward Sterling sent you a super chat for $5.
Well,
Nick.
I was getting to that.
He says, I'm taking a bus in 2 hours to head to DC for the rally. I have no idea how to get there outside of my transit app, but you know what? I have to stand up.
And I
right on, Edward.
Stand there with you, Edward Sterling, because you know what? It's about time people got fed up with our government and made a stand, because the overregulation and just complete kerfuffle that is involved with this PMTA process. 20,000 pieces. Yes. 20,000 pieces of paper submitted to the FDA. And I saw a picture of someone's desk of what they were submitting to the FDA. And it was literally, I thought it was just reams of paper. No, that's what they're submitting. 20,000 pieces of paper for one company. I don't know how many flavors they have or anything like that, but how ridiculous is that? And on top of that, you have data as well. You have gigabytes of data. I've heard some companies say about 300 gigabytes of data.
In addition to the paperwork.
Yes. 300 gigabytes of documents. So you know how much a freaking Excel spreadsheet has to be 300 gigabytes.
That's a lot.
No kidding.
That's like the alphabet at least 13 times.
So I also wanted to point out that thank you for that, Edward Sterling. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you deciding
thank
that
you.
you love this.
Travel safe.
You do love your country and the freedoms that you are offered here, and want to exercise those freedoms. Be safe out there. Be peaceful and mindful and social distant, but also raise your voice because you have one. Also, I wanted to touch on the topic of Patrick Kingsley. He said, so why don't companies just put in no flavored 0369 juice for PMTAs and then then other companies sell flavored shots for cooking? Just separate the two. A lot of states have already put the kibosh on that. I wanted to use that word for a while.
Nice.
They put a stop to that because they say that anything that is meant to have flavor put into it, that they know is meant to have flavor put into it and is meant to be used in a vaporizer, which this is a tobacco product too, this is a tobacco product, this is a tobacco product, everything about this is a tobacco product according to the FDA. So anything that is meant to be used in or with another tobacco product is automatically a tobacco product. That's why your drip tips are tobacco products. That's why the cotton that's branded for vaping is a tobacco product, which is insane to me. It is absolutely
His labeling might be changed.
It's a broad brushstroke because the whole thing is very broad.
Yes.
I have a question though, and I want to know what you think about this. And it might be like maybe tinfoil hattish. I don't know, but as folks know that have seen me on That's What She Said, I like Vaporfy's clove, Heavenly Clove. And I've definitely been stocking up, but on their website, I'm noticing that all of their juice lines or combinations are also having like a CBD e-juice as well, and the same thing. And so now I'm like wondering, is it that maybe they're not filing a PMTA, maybe they're filing it, but if they're selling it as CBD, it's essentially vape juice like infused with CBD or whatever. Is that then not applicable to the PMTA?
Well, okay. First of all, Swaggins, you look like a goddamn Hershey's Kiss. But second,
We're talking about a serious topic, Swaggins. We should be more
You said
serious.
tinfoil hat. Get the heck out of here.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You had a good point there.
But listen, okay. So you could have CBD, vapable CBD, which is not a regulated industry as of yet. But get ready for that because it's going to happen. You realize that if you're
but do you know what I'm saying? Like, are they just doing that so that they can continue to sell their stuff with CBD inside of it? And now it's CBD. It's not the other.
Could be, but it's going to be way more expensive.
Where's Danielle Jones when I need her?
And or they're going to use it.
There's no doubt that what they're doing, it's the way they went about it that's wrong. The fact that they're regulating our industry is right. You have to pay to play. We live in the United States. They have to regulate your industry.
Yeah, but they went so
But I'm saying it's the
extreme.
method. It's the method that made it not okay. They had to regulate. We always said fair regulation. That's what we said. That's what we said when we became a country. No taxation without representation. The whole thing was let us represent ourselves and we'll pay you taxes. So here it's like give us a chance with fair regulation and we'll say okay. But they didn't. They played really bad and dirty, nasty.
Dirty, ugly, disgusting.
They made us look out
smelly.
Like well, okay,
all the words that aren't swear words.
They're making us look like we're just going after kids, like we're this like devil industry that's attacking children on the street and going, hey kids, you want some candy and some vape juice? Yeah, you want that, don't you? But we're not. We're moms and dads and just people that are trying to live their life and create a living in a business, and it's horrible what they're doing to not only small business America, but also just like people that are just trying to make something of themselves. And I mean, a big portion of the industry comes from the like NA and AA, right? Narcotics Anonymous and Alcoholics Anonymous programs and whatnot, and recovery. We'll say recovery. I don't know how many people know this, but a lot of the industry, especially in the Northeast here, is made up of people that are, former opioid addicts and everything else, trying to just make a business that they enjoy doing, because this is where we fit in. This business is for the weird ones, the oddballs, the crazies, and
The outcast.
the outcasts, right? And we're like, literally,
Be pernicious, friends.
Oh, be pernicious. I have one of those stickers kicking around the shop, and my friends at the shop are like, I don't know what that is, but I like it. I'm just like, it's Stan. But yeah, this industry is made up highly of a lot of people from the recovery kind of side of things, and
like counterculture in general.
Well, yeah, counterculture in general, where a lot of people never fit in before, couldn't really find an industry where they felt like they belonged, and all of a sudden they do this thing, they quit smoking, and they start vaping, and they're like, dude, this is cool. One, this is freaking cool, because we have cool stuff like, big mods with screens on them and whatnot, and our juice is cool with cool labels and whatnot. But you could be creative with it. You could get, and like, especially the people that are really good with flavors, this guy I know, Chris Kennedy, he does a label called Sickwid, and he is a master of flavors. Like, the flavors that he mixes together to make a certain flavor are insane. And like, all these guys like Fresho 3 and all the blenders and mixers out there that can just come up with a recipe out of their head, just like, oh, watch this. Boom. Strawberry cheesecake.
Speaking of Fresho 3, when if indeed Vaporify is out of business, I will be sending him some of their Heavenly Clove to have him figure it out so I can DIY it. I tried years ago. I tried mixing up my own clove, and they were never as good as theirs. And I don't know what component is in it, because I vape one thing, but someone or even someone like Addy Tooney. I mean, there's a bunch of those guys that mix. They know the different scents. They know they can like try something, be like, oh, that's bing, bing, and bing.
Yeah, their palate is just, you can't even come close. You're just like, how the hell do you even know that? Like, they could.
Yeah, I mean, like usually Fresh and Addy they do shows together all the time, but it's just like they're just such a like wealth of knowledge.
They're artists, man.
Yeah,
they're artists
really
in their own way. And I mean, look at the panel here, right? Like, look at us. You have someone that comes from, I've done a little bit of everything in my life, everything from being an apprentice at a tattoo shop to working retail at Best Buy to being a landscaper. Now I work at a vape shop. And then you have Swaggins, who's been a photographer, videographer. He's a teacher. He, is a connoisseur of other things besides, the vape industry. I don't know how in depth we could say cannabis.
I appreciate your discretion, my friend. Yeah, no,
cannabis.
You're right. Yeah, I work in the cannabis industry now.
Right. So, and then we have Michelle, who is an artist herself, playing the bass guitar.
The bass.
Slapping that bass.
Slapping the bass.
And we have we all lead very interesting lives, and if you actually talk to vapors and company owners and everyone has a very interesting story, and it's just a shame.
Diverse, dude. It's like there's so many backgrounds, man.
It's such a damn shame that
Andy, no, they won't.
They don't listen. The government doesn't care about your personal story, and I mean, it's been proven time and time again. I've been to so many state house meetings where we get up there and we just pour our hearts out. People are,
but they're not listening. The thing is,
crying.
by the time those meetings are held, they've already made their decision before they even got into that room. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's anything you could say that sway them. You still have to try, but it's just so pointless.
Right, and they actually will tell you.
That's the problem with career politics in reality.
So after,
because you know what's going on in there, they're not caring about they don't care about what's being spoken about. They
whatever's going to continue their
who they
career
talked
further.
to in the room before or in the weeks before, who came and glad handed them or shook their hand and basically said, I'm going to give you this, or my constituents are yours, or this election I'll help you out with. The people paying and turning favors over to move bills through for people that they are sucking the dick of. Private companies, that way when they decide they can't fuck around anymore and be a public servant, they can go work for a private company, or they can have leverage. I mean, shit's dirty up there. I mean, that's when you get into all that Illuminati bullshit and, you know, deep state stuff is like, it's dirty, man. People have talk about our backgrounds. You know, we don't have shit on it on politicians, man.
It shocks me that people, I realized that after maybe 2 or 3 state house meetings that they didn't care about us, because after like 5 people go up, thank you for the subscription, Disco Potato.
Yeah.
Hey, Steph's in here.
Joy.
Potato. After like the first 5 or so people to go up and speak, they ask us not to tell our personal stories. They're like, just get to facts. They want to hear facts. They want to hear numbers, which those facts don't mean anything to them.
Yes, because everybody is an expert if they just can talk about facts and numbers.
They want to hear, well, yeah, but that's what the antis do. That's what the antis do. The antis go up there and they have a script and they are reading out and they go, okay, so 16% of high school students have tried vaping. 13% of those people are blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh my God, here we go with the numbers and the pointless statistics.
The age of information, bro.
Yeah, but like those numbers, you can fudge those numbers pretty easily.
Oh my God, they do fudge those numbers all the fucking time, dude.
Yeah, no,
the numbers they're reading, like, or they're pulling numbers from some fucking paid for
from 2010.
Nice.
You're like, yeah, they've already updated that, and we've seen the trend go back down there, Chief. It went vaping, like smoking rates amongst teens, you know, then smoking rate went down, but vaping went up, and it's like, okay, they're not smoking, they're vaping, and it's. But
it's also kind of like this. It's like this Puritan like way of thinking that we don't drink, we don't smoke, we don't do anything, so no one else should.
Right, exactly, and at the end of the day, you also have these politicians who.
No, it's a money thing.
Who can't even comprehend the fact that vaping is the new smoking, and you know when.
I'm talking about the ants that they get to follow, because you know the ants are paid for by fucking Cuomo, you know, or at least in particular the. I can't remember any words right now.
Are they
Sorry.
Black ants or red ants?
What?
What? I said, are they black ants or red ants?
No.
Anti people, yes. Well, I'm talking more or less the ABC organizations like the American Lung Association, American Cancer Society, and all those, where they just send up a high school student that did a research project for a extra credit or something, or they put up some Karen on the little podium that reads out her numbers from her made up imagination, and she just reads a bunch of bullshit, and they go, see, yeah, there you go, vape people, see that? High school students are vaping. It's like, yeah, no shit, they're vaping, but they're also not smoking. And which would you rather?
I know. That's the other thing. And I mean, it's been years, I feel like, since I was talking about this on here.
But they correlate stuff too.
Wouldn't you rather your kid vape than smoke a cigarette? Like even if this was true, but the fact is that it worked out because Danielle covered it on That's What She Said. The amount of teens that are actually vaping is like less than 1%. It's not the number they're talking about.
So, okay. I have a couple of questions in the chat here, and I want to answer them as quickly as possible. Jerry said DIY is, or someone said DIY is safe from PMTA. That's because you're using an approved tobacco product already and buying it and then mixing it yourself. So it's kind of like you're on your own. If you die, you die. That they can't regulate that. It's basically like home brewing. You can't regulate the homebrewing industry, you know. It's kind of right around the same area, or home distilling. Which is
they get you around intent to sell. That's what they get you.
Well, yeah. If you go and start selling it to your friends and advertising on Facebook and stuff like that, then they're gonna come down pretty hard on you. The other states, Anthony Romella says, the other sad truth is the states won't change their laws even with a PMTA approval. This is true. Even if flavored nicotine vaporizable products get approved by the FDA, they're not going to reverse their decision. They've already said, no, we don't want your income tax revenue or any minuscule tax that we could scrape off of you guys, or a wholesale tax that we're getting from you, or anything like that. Every $1,000 we spend for the products that we bring into our store, we have to give $100 directly to the government. There is a 10% wholesale tax in Connecticut. And
There's a 75% in Massachusetts.
right, but
And
they
there
went too
is a
big.
40% in Pennsylvania, but
Well,
it's a
they
retail
didn't care
tax.
about it. They would have done 100% if they could have, but they were
Yeah.
like, you know what? We already banned flavors, but so let's just kick them in the balls while they're on the ground. You know, we've kicked them in the balls. Now they're on the ground holding their balls. So let's break their arms so they can't hold their balls, and then we're going to kick them in the balls again by putting a 75% wholesale tax on top of everything.
I bought
else.
I bought like 4 60 mils today. Ended up spending $50 on the product, then $25 on taxes. That's kind of fucking ridiculous still, though.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I would just drive. Well,
Like literally
yeah, and you
50%
can't
of,
even-
of it was tax.
You can't even drive over the border into Jersey now and get shit there because it's banned. Let's see. J. Jerry, actually, how it's written says finished products and components thereof, thus encompassing, wow, everything the Tobacco Control Act and deeming regs fucked vaping right up the ass, unfortunately. Yeah. So technically, if you really want to get technical with it, yes, I would say a DIYer would have to go through approval, but yeah, that's not going to happen. Andy asked if Muji Cotton, which is a makeup removal pad, would have to file. No. They are already established. The fact that people use them in an RDA is going to be, not even a thought in their heads. They're going after the big fish, not the small, little teeny minnows. But yeah, that's just they just so happen to be using makeup pads in their wicking. Technically, you are creating a tobacco product by putting it in another tobacco product, but yeah, it's...
And I can say one thing about the cotton, and I can't mention what brand of cotton this is per se, and it's not even 100% sure this is what's going to happen, but I've been told that perhaps the word vaping will be removed from the package, and the package is simply people buying like gourmet cotton, essentially, but just no vaping mentioned at all.
Is it bacon flavored?
I can't say.
I know.
Call it unbleached cotton strips.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. They're for makeup removal, whatever.
There you go. That's why I used to, dude. Back in 2014, I'd go into CVS and I'd find the little unbleached cotton pads that women would use to take their makeup off, and it sucked. But I would peel the two skins off and then rub it together and get a nice piece.
Yeah, I did that too. Like I would pull the strips and then rub
unbleached cotton pads.
Strips.
Unbleached cotton strips. Yeah. That's an easy one for
Yeah.
those companies. I'm not worried about the cotton companies.
And it's funny because it's like, okay, well, couldn't vaping do the same thing? They could just go, candy flavoring.
Flavored anal lube.
What we need in this country is Nick shots. I wish we adopted that sooner.
Well, that, again...
Technically, it wouldn't fly. The government would be like,
there are plenty of good options. If you want to say the smartest minds, are hired to these jobs, of course not.
Unfortunately...
They all work in the private sector because they're smarter than that. It's capitalism. But generally speaking, these people are...
The thing is... Fighting got us nowhere because we weren't connected as a whole, right? In between the 2000, well, even before 2016, shut up. Even before 2016, there was infighting within the industry with what should we support? Should we support Safada? Should we support Casa? Should we support? There's so many different
but as a consumer
advocates.
As a consumer, it's it's Casa. It's pretty
Right.
clear cut.
That's clear.
If you're
cut.
a business, it's
No,
a
no.
much different prospect.
Right. I'm saying as a business. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
should have prefaced that by saying that. But yes, as a business, you were confused as to what you wanted to support. There was so many different avenues to
And
go
who was
down.
really helping you is the question.
No one. Not one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The closest we had to any actual proof that people are helping is in Connecticut. We've been able to fight off several laws regarding vaping. We were proposed to have a much higher tax than 10%, and we kind of got them to do the minimal possible, which is 10.
Which one of the organizations was it that helped that?
That was Safada. Safada
Okay.
was the one. And that's kind of the conclusion that we all drew from that, was Safada was the one for businesses and CASA was the one for consumers. But it was too little too late, and we already had our heads up our own asses, and everyone wanted to be the big, like, the big one, right? So there's so many little sects of the advocacy industry, we'll call it that, and there was a lot of corruption in that too. I mean, how could you go wrong? You go around going, yeah, we're going to save vaping. All these companies need to give us a bunch of money. And then they just don't do anything and take that money and leave with it. And there you go. You have another useless money dump. And then that makes the distrust in this industry even greater, because then the company's like less likely to invest any more money into advocacy because they already got burned. So it sucks, man. We had our heads up our own asses for years, and we couldn't get organized.
Infighting never helps anyone.
So that's why our own infighting made the actual fight impossible, right? And this is a hindsight 2020 thing, but
what is it called? Monday night quarterback or what's that term?
I think you're right. Monday night quarterback, because football was on Sunday, but now it's on Monday too, so it doesn't really
I don't know.
anymore.
I don't know sports. I'm shutting up.
But either way, we had so much infighting and so much confusion as to which organization everyone wanted to support that it made it impossible to actually come up with, this is the people that you should support, like an actual answer. So that was part of our own downfall right there. And I'm not saying vaping is completely dead. Don't get me wrong. But I'm saying that the reason
I just laid it out for everybody earlier, man. You think it's not going to... That's exactly how it's going to happen.
But I feel like a lot of people didn't want to submit PMTAs because they didn't want to feel like they were just laying down for the government. And in reality, we do need acceptable regulation on this industry. We need to have people not putting stupid crap in their e-liquids, like Cutwood early on putting whatever titanium phosphate or whatever that stuff was to make it opaque. Oh, first of all, looked disgusting. It looked like you were vaping milk. Ew. Ugh. I'm
thinking about that dude from The Boys who like
Mother's Milk.
Fucking drink. No, not Mother's
No.
Milk. He's cool as shit.
No.
The other guy who drinks the
No
milk.
spoilers.
He drank it in the first season.
No spoilers. Well, we didn't tell him who it was. No spoilers. He likes to drink milk. You'll have to guess.
In a very disgustingly weird way.
Okay.
I'm sure they'll come to that conclusion for themselves. It was.
But yeah, so we had companies out there putting caffeine in e-liquid. We had companies putting vitamin B in e-liquid. Who knows? I mean, there's been cases of like other stuff.
It's a perfect shitstorm, man.
It was, and it was the Wild West. You know, we made fun of that term for the longest time, but it was true.
Yeah, so you regulate it. You tell people what ingredients you can't use. You can't put, diacetyl or whatever in and it's like make a fucking list of regulations. Like they could. It's like Swaggins was alluding to. It's just like they could have done this in a way that would have kept the businesses in business. But instead, because, our politicians are basically led by giant corporations, it was done in such a way to favor those corporations.
Correct.
Michelle actually being topical. Oh my God, this is weird.
She said a lewd. She got my attention.
Right? Seriously. But yeah, so our government is trying to find... It's not... So in our government's eyes, they see this as a necessary evil. They're like, well, we have to do this because you guys are just being crazy with it, and you're making way too much money.
I think it's more cunty than that.
Go on. I like this.
I'm just saying, that's it. That's why I use that word, because that's literally, I mean, we know it's way less. That was like nice and clean. It's not clean at all. Like, it was way shittier.
That's how they...
No, they're being a bunch of douche flutes.
No. They're just trying to milk us for every penny we have, essentially.
Back to milk again. Going full circle.
Milk. This episode sponsored by milk. it does a
No.
body
Look.
good.
Vitamin
Anyways,
D, get some.
so
Lots of D. Get all the D.
so
you
the
can.
government
Liquid
is trying to root out all the low hanging fruit here by going, well, it's going to cost
You
$1
say
million
like
bucks.
fruit.
Perfectly contextual.
Jesus Christ. So
Keep going.
the government is trying to remove all the low hanging fruit. Oh, there it is.
Whoa.
So I can't. This is a serious topic.
Low hanging fruit.
I'm about to pluck you. So, the government is trying to get rid of the easy targets. There you go, by making the price point so high. Okay, and they're like, it's going to cost $1 million per SKU, and everyone goes, oh shit, I can't afford that. Later,
Yeah.
CBD train time, and then after that, they're like, well, you have to submit 20,000 pieces of paper to us in order to even be considered. And they go, well, what? We have to prove that we're actually better than smoking cigarettes or whatever? Like, that we're not a harmful product? We have to prove that? And then I would say that they're just trying to just milk us for all we got, because they're just basically like, okay, the companies that are left consolidated into big ones, so they're like, okay, well, they can afford it, so just go through with that whole $1 million thing. Hey, perfect. So they're trying to just not only squeeze us for every penny we have and hope that most of the industry disappears overnight, but in reality, I still feel like even after all they did, we are still a bigger industry than they thought they would be by now. We would be by now. And that's probably got them pissing their pants, because now they have to deal with all the COVID stuff and us. And the fact that people were scared into moving the date forward, and people were scared because we were supposed to get till 2022 at one point.
Yeah, exactly. It was bumped up 2 years.
And then they moved it up. And it's like, it just goes to show how much influence these ABCs...
That was Judge Grimm.
Yep. The ABC organizations have on our government, and how scary is that? Because if all of a sudden they go, well, car exhaust gives us all cancer, we need to get rid of motor vehicles, and all the Hemi truck drivers out there that are blowing clouds everywhere with their smokestacks on the back of their big diesels. I don't know, I'm making up words here, guys. I'm grasping at straws, but all the people that are driving these gas guzzling cars go, oh crap, they're going to regulate the motor vehicle industry, and they're not going to let us...
they had a big regulation that went through, and that's why you saw the company Volkswagen got dinged big. You remember, because they they had lied about the emissions testing on like their diesel vehicles. Their
they like
diesel hybrids. I don't know what it was, but they
use,
lied.
like,
They fudged, and they've been lying for a while. I remember that.
Yeah,
They
I
lied
do remember
about their emissions results from the diesels.
Exactly,
They
yeah.
had
Right.
programmed a special cycle of retarding the timing on the valves, so it would like have low emissions only when it was being tested, when it was plugged into the machine.
Right.
And then it was unplugged, it would default back to its normal
So
map.
they got hit with that, and that was after some regulations in the States, but they already had all these vehicles. So I mean, every industry is looking for loopholes and being dirty, and the truth is that we're the underdog. We have been, but this nation's taught us to value the underdog and the underdog story, and they underestimate us constantly. I mean, look at us still fighting, and tomorrow, those of you that go to fight on behalf of us and those that aren't here yet, to the religion of vaping, to the safer alternative to smoking, combustible cigarettes, we're gonna outlast them, because it's a community-based industry, and as long as the community exists, and it exists, and it will exist, vaping will exist. It just is going to continue to change and look different, and it's not going to look the way that some of you may have come in the last 3 years, 2-3 years or whatever, and you saw it blow up. Those of us that were here a little bit longer saw it kind of build up to that and just kind of bust its load. Well, the load needs to replenish, the balls are empty, so, but they're not gone, if you know what I mean.
They're still there. They're just shriveled.
Yep.
So
I saw Michelle really vibing with what I was saying, so I had to throw something. I had to throw a curveball.
Philly
my
Vapes.
cat just jumped on my lap, and I don't know what the fuck she's doing. Her her butt was just in my face. Being a cat.
Mine's not even in here for once. Philly Vape says, huge rest in peace to my friend and great member of this community. Nick Pinkerton will definitely be missed. Rest in peace.
We should take a huge rip for him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
This one's for
Let's
you,
take a
Nick
moment.
Pinkerton.
I don't have anything. I could just pop a
Take a
bunch
drink.
of gummies.
Take a drink. Let's have a moment of silence for him.
Sure.
Rest in peace, Nick Pinkerton, the owner and mod maker at Mod Bros. Died suddenly this past week, and we wish his family and his loved ones and those who he affected in a positive way, which was a many.
Our condolences.
Our condolences for sure.
To you.
This takes a while to heat up. It's very anticlimactic. There we go.
I clouded out my room.
Okay, so Jackbox TV time. All right. Or what happened to you at the vape shop, Nick?
I had one for this.
Okay.
I had one for this. I actually said it the other
Nice,
day.
Vikings.
I had it the other day. This week at the vape shop. Let's see. Some crackheads came in.
Crackheads.
Oh yeah.
Elaborate.
Let's see. Well, there's the like my first customers when I walked in the door on Tuesday, which is my Monday, are known for being tough customers. They
Are you closed on Mondays?
No, Tuesday is my Monday in my work week. Anyways.
Oh, okay.
So
Sorry.
I'm not done yet. I'm not. This is Friday. I'm not done. I still have tomorrow to go. But
Me too.
yeah. So what was I gonna say?
You were talking about how Tweety
crackheads.
Bird used to always escape from
No,
Sylvester.
the crackheads. So yeah, these people love to complain about the juice that we sell and say that it ruins their coils to try to get free juice or free coils.
Oh, because of all the sugar in it?
Right, exactly. So we actually they said, oh, I've vaped this stuff before and it never did this, but this bottle gunked up my coils really fast and blah blah blah. And by this point, they used half of it. So we're like, oh, well, shit. We're sorry about that. We'll just replace it, I guess. Because he
Why is that even a thing? That's just the way juice is.
But it was the first time, so we
I feel you.
weren't
First
used to
time
them
customer.
yet, right? Well, they had been dealing with them in Agawam first, in this town over, the shop that we had to close in Massachusetts. So
In Wigwam.
we were dealing with them there for a
Oh,
while,
Wagawam.
and they were
Wagawam?
pains in the asses.
Wagamama.
They would
Whatchamacallit?
occasionally get us for a free coil every now and then, going, "Oh, this coil was a dud," or blah blah blah. And of course, they said, "Oh, I couldn't make it down," because what they would do is they would get a new coil, go home, start using it, and like either a few hours or the next day, they would call and be like, "Hey, remember me? That coil you sold me was a dud." And we're like, okay, well, come down and we'll replace it for you. And they're like, oh, well, we can't make it down for another few days. Or we can't make it there for a few days. And then by the time their coil was dead, they would come back to the shop and just pick up a free one. So this is what they're known for, all right? And then they come in the other day, and the guy was trying to get us to get him free shit again. And we're just like, no. You know what? At this point, no. We've given you a
Was he
bunch of
wearing a
coils.
mask?
Yeah, but it
Okay.
was one of these. It was one of the no-nosers, which does nothing. And it's sad because now we have this like new girl at the shop, and she wears like one of those medical like surgical masks, and she's like going, "Oh, I just like pinching the sides so that you have like a little vent here so you can breathe better." And I'm just like, it defeats the purpose. purpose of the mask?
Speaking of masks,
That is terrifying, by the way. Swaggin's throw on your
Swaggy's
hat.
got boobies.
Oh,
I got boobs.
that is too creepy. Hey, you guys want to play a game real quick?
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Let's do it.
I
I like that one. I love that one. Because he had the whole background and everything. It was amazing.
That grim green face is so serious.
All right, I'm going to turn this crap off.
Big props to Nick Green for keeping up with the news and telling it like it is and all that, because we can't all do it, you know, and he just does it so much better than everyone else. And like, he just smokes us in that department. So props to him, big time. Big time. Big time.
Big
All right.
time, man.
Big time. Bumbaclat.
Bumbaclat. So yeah, I've got the game loaded up here. I'm going to share the screen with you guys.
Oh, wait a second. I need to open a browser.
Open a browser tab.
I need to open a
everybody.
browser.
Everybody
we
open
playing?
a browser tab. Yeah.
All right, so this is the
Wait.
moment in the show where
Things get...
we're breaking into gaming. This is the after show. We're going right into it, I guess. So thanks for coming.
Well, okay, we're gonna finish off the show with a couple of games of Quiplash because it's funny.
Okay, cool.
It's funny and it's fun and it's a good laugh.
And it's educational.
And we need a good laugh after tonight because, you know, it's
Absolutely.
it's
Come join in the fun.
Yeah, sure. You have to do.
You're never too old to play a
Yes.
game with your pals.
Share screen.
Yeah.
Let us know when they can't see us anymore so I can take my clothes off because I can't game with my clothes on.
He can't game with
That's the
clothes on.
thing.
He has to. It's like pooping naked.
All right, you guys can see the screen, but they can't
right,
see
I'm
the
in.
screen. Okay.
Oh shit, hold on, I need to get in.
I can't see chat. Sorry.
Alright. It's IQW.
WJ. Did you say it was IQWJ?
Yes, Michelle. And they can't see me either at this point, so.
Sit back and relax.
All right. We got Hobag in here. Anybody? Steph, jump in.
I keep moving the window and he keeps muting it. We're gonna give this one a minute.
And Jenny has to pop in.
Yeah, jump in the line. Rock your body on time.
Okay, I believe you.
I'll give you guys a minute. I will be right back.
Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, so you can't see us right now, but Nick and Swaggins just went to the bathroom and they brought their cameras. Swaggins is peeing. Okay, and he's done. And all right, Swaggins, how did everything come out?
Diet Coke, black tar heroin, and some club and cheddar cheese crackers.
And Nick's still peeing blood at this point.
Okay, good. Oh, this is filling up quickly.
For real? No, it's not. Andy
People are like-
Summerfield, get
People
in
are watching
here.
this show on their TVs and stuff. They're all like,
They're like, I don't want to do
I don't have a smartphone.
Yeah. Actually, you can just do it on your phone. It is super easy.
Exactly.
Like, you don't even have to be on a computer. You just pick up your phone. We got Jay Jarry in here. He's just come in here. Whole bag's in here.
This is Bernie Sanders.
By the way,
I'm in
happy
here too.
birthday, punk rock silver fox.
Is Will? Will's not in here, I don't think, is he?
No,
But
Why
yeah,
not?
happy birthday to Will, and happy birthday to James Franklin on Monday.
James Franklin, I went, don't grab my cracker, you little shit.
Dude, you can share with me. It's not the end of the world.
I put my hand down. The dog went and tried to grab my cracker.
Back. Oh. Sorry.
Okay,
I
Steph,
needed
just
to-
because you're watching on your phone doesn't mean you can't play. I think you can just play.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah, open up a new browser tab, and it's going to be Jackbox.
We got Kappa. Catbug is now in here as well. Sort
How
of an octagonal
unconventional.
shape.
Wow.
Big
balls.
balls is in here.
What up,
So
bro?
someone's got big balls. And we got one more spot. Hurry up, fill it. Get your pickle in there. The code is IQWJ.
Tell you what, I'm feeling a little ridiculous tonight.
Me too, dude. I'm gonna actually take another one in a second, but that's right. The code is IQWJ. Pop
Also-
on in.
I have Coca-Cola Tic Tacs.
Wait. So are we live on YouTube right now? For real?
No.
Yeah,
You're positive? Like our
We are.
screen? Can they see us?
they can't see you guys.
Are you positive?
Yes,
He's O positive.
Okay.
I actually
Well,
am
If you're not,
O-positive.
then it's your problem, not mine.
I know.
asked.
Remember, Nick? The night that we spooned together and I got a little bit of your blood in my eye and you told me it was okay.
we became
Because
blood
you're,
brothers.
you're O positive.
All right, I'm gonna hit everybody's in. No, crap. There we go.
So what? There's what?
I'm sorry. I got some Ritz peanut butter crackers too.
Thank you, Andy.
Welcome to the
That's
game.
very helpful.
I'm Josh Schmitzenstein, but you can call me Josh.
Patrick,
Schmitty
that's not
Schmitzenstein.
nice.
Or
Patrick's a
just
troll.
Josh, or just
Love you,
Schmitty,
Patrick.
but not just Schmitzenstein. All right, you guys, hold on to your butts
Good.
and also
Oh,
your
good
phones,
luck.
'cause here we go. Time for round one. 2 prompts will appear on your device, which you can answer in any clever
No, they can
or
actually
not clever
hear.
way you
For some
want.
reason, Nick
Everyone will
doesn't
choose
share the
between
audio
your
with us
answer and
though.
someone else's
What?
So
and
only they
decide who
can hear
wins.
it.
You'll score
Yeah, you don't need
points
to hear
based
it.
on
You don't need to
percentage
hear
of
it.
people who prefer
follow
you
the
I like to read
prompts.
anyway.
Have at it.
Points based on percent. That was fast.
Oh shit.
Oh God. Oh no. Oh yeah. FYI, this is gonna be R or X rated, so just beware.
All right, I got triggered slightly in one of the questions. I apologize.
Yeah. Don't get triggered.
It got triggered.
I
It
felt the same way
happens.
too. I've been like, oh man, I don't want to be silly with this one. This one's like, it hits
Yeah,
too
like it
close
went
to
too.
home.
For me, it went. It,
Yeah.
it was too close to home. So, yeah, I'm just like I just said fuck that one. You can
Yes,
suck
you,
it.
you give that one the ellipses, and some people will go for it.
All right, so who we waiting on here?
We have what's the other one there? Catbug. Catbug. Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Let's
Catbug
start
is
the
in.
show.
Okay.
The first prompt is, what the hot trend in weddings will be in the year 2046?
Dick spot,
everyone, vote for
dude,
your
best
favorite.
wedding.
Come on, guys, think technology.
Why?
Because
That's
Swag is
swapping.
nude
You never
mask.
know.
2046.
You never know.
I think Swag's is nude mask wedding.
T2000. the
Nude
T2000.
masked wedding. I would say actually, like
Oh,
butt,
you're dick swapping?
butt selfies.
What selfies?
So the audience tied that up.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did. Well done,
And
audience.
Well,
Rejected name for tater tots.
Rejected name for tater tots.
Time to
Happy
vote.
sack. Potato poops. Potato poop. Well, you know what
Might
I
be a
voted
quick
for?
watch.
It's probably Nyx because I usually like Nyx. Yep. Nick gets my sense of humor.
Yay! Think about it. How funny would it be if they're called potato poops?
Right? That's hilarious.
Stan would love them.
Now I'm thinking about Disco Potato
Something
and
you
her little
probably
snack
find a lot
filter.
of in
Potato
God's
poop.
refrigerator.
Oh,
Vote on your
what?
devices.
Anal lube and spare sphincters? What?
God's mana. That's a
I
mana
like
from
you,
heaven.
dude. The quotes, his stash. Just say his stash or something, man. Unless I don't know what God's. Oh wait, is he talking about
Mana
God's-
from heaven, dude.
Are they
Never
talking
Oh,
about?
damn it. I ran out of time.
God damn it, you guys suck. Thank you, Big Balls. At least Big Balls get
I was going to do God's Mana. I was thinking about it. I was like, this is the one you were talking about.
I went a little too highbrow there
Next
for our
in line.
audience, I think.
The name
Yeah, you
of
gotta
a
go-
canine
bring it low.
comedy club with
All right, way
puppy
low.
stand-up comedians. It's voting time.
Oh, that's
Mm.
easy.
I know, but it's so
Oh.
punny.
I love it.
Like, it's a
though.
little
It should
It's
too
a
be called-
quiplash.
Yeah, but I was gonna say it should be called Pun Punch or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pun Punch.
Sorry, Sprags.
Oh. They're both good. They're both very good answers. I like when people get it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And
When
next
people are
is
smart with it.
the worst thing that happened on Noah's Ark.
Dude, there were a lot of bad things that happened on that arc.
I must have got hammered with an elephant cock. Holy shit.
I was gonna say just cleaning up all the poop.
Kitchen cleaning is
I
such a
mean-
disparagement between the two.
I know.
That's the
Must have
thing.
got
You
hammered
have,
with an elephant
you have
cock.
two very different senses of humor here.
I like it. Well done, Big Balls.
Oh, Quiplash.
Quiplash!
He went full retard.
Someone's in the
Won.
lead.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? Damn.
Yeah. Fuck.
Okay, next
Got
one.
the old Quiplash there.
Something that should never be homemade.
Vape juice.
Erectile
Time to
dysfunction
vote.
medication. Glass dildos. Ow.
Dude, how would you make are you talking like heating it up in a furnace? It's like 2,000 degrees Celsius and like actually turning it?
Dude, but see, I bet you there's plenty of home artisans who blow amazing glass dildos.
Exactly. I mean, oh god damn! Ah!
Dude, I was gonna go with yours, but then Siri thought I was talking to her and looked up Adam and Eve stores.
Coming up
For
next,
some reason.
an inappropriate thing to do at a cemetery.
She's like,
It's
"There's
on
one
your, it's on
nearby."
your dude, it's
voting
on your
time.
bookmarks list.
Fuck. Yeah, I won't. That's the one I was
An
talking about.
inappropriate thing to do at a cemetery. Shave your balls.
See, okay, we also have the people that are scared to commit with doing the dirty answers.
No, it's
Just-
because it's the anniversary of my son's death this month, and I'm a little fucking triggered by that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, damn, Michelle. Try to
Shit.
play a fun game here.
Yeah.
I know, but
a lot of people are in
certain things-
cemeteries.
You could
People
have
are
given
dying
no
to get it.
answer, Michelle.
Whatever.
Yeah. I told you, next time, give it an ellipses.
That's
It
all
gives you a
for
chance.
round one.
All right.
Here's the scoreboard.
It's called the Second Amendment. I mean, what is it? The Fifth Amendment? It's
What?
called the Fifth Amendment for a reason.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Right there
exactly.
in the middle.
Oh, god damn it! That's what I should have.
Now round two, where all points and
The
bonuses are done.
Yeah,
the
I
Fifth
plead the
Amendment?
fifth.
Oh.
Yeah.
that would've
Don't
been
wear
kinda funny,
white
too.
after Labor Day, the Fifth Amendment.
God, I always answer them too quickly. Fuck.
Oh, Patrick King is trolling, says we see you.
Yeah, I saw that like an hour ago, I think.
So if you guys are looking for something fun to do on a Monday afternoon, we do this for like 4 hours, and it's awesome on this channel
And it is fun.
right here. But
It's a lot of good family fun.
good wholesome entertainment.
Yeah,
right
oh,
here.
very wholesome. Lots of holes.
Oh god, they need filling. Damn it! Michelle, you started it.
I didn't start it.
Dude, I had the worst
Okay,
ones
it's time for some
ever.
quick
I had
ones.
nothing.
First one.
Sorry.
We'll see about
The
that.
most stereotypical country
Most
song title.
stereotypical country song.
I was like, I don't know what to fucking say.
Okay,
Get a little
loading
mud
time.
on your
Pick your favorite.
Really, dude? Really?
Yeah! Because
I hate
Michelle,
that word.
you're just getting triggered left, right, and center, Michelle. Jeez.
I know. I'm in a
Old
weird
slimy.
mood.
Stop
What is
being
that?
so sensitive. God. Grow a set. Wait.
I don't want to. God damn it, Swaggins.
Old slimy.
It's because Michelle only did that because she doesn't like the word tits.
Exactly.
Next
That's
up.
If you used
a
boobs, I
vanity
would have
license
voted.
plate, a jerk, and
Yeah,
an expensive
Vanity
car.
license
wouldn't have been
plate,
good.
Expensive car would get.
Vote on your
Jizz
devices.
Jimmy.
Jizz Jimmy, big cock and balls.
Fucking four.
That's a lot of letters.
It is a lot of letters. Plus, Jizz Jimmy is just fun. Jizz Jimmy, whatever. It's funny.
I can't vote for it because I don't like the word jizz.
Oh my god, I closed my browser tab and
You voted for it anyway.
People couldn't vote.
Nick, do you know how to play this game? Too?
I accidentally switched browser tabs and I was like, oh crap, I lost it.
Next one. A
Should just
punchline for a
message
joke that
people
would
on
make
the phone.
children cry.
Punchline for a joke that would make children.
It's voting.
Yes!
Yes.
Yes! Whoever this person is gets my award.
Yeah, I hope they get a
Santa isn't
They
real.
should get a
is
full
good,
quiplash
is a
on
good
that.
answer. It's like a
It is.
it's you know.
Yes, Catbug, whoever you may be, you are amazing. Santa isn't real was a good answer, but going up against that one, it
And
had
next.
no chance.
Also, the way
Something
they
that
spelled
the Keebler
actually.
elves chant during a strike. Time to vote.
Oh my god!
Yes. Give me Vagine.
Give me vagine. Or would it be give me vagine?
Yeah, but
Give
no cookie
me
for you is
vagine.
cute. I like that one.
That's because it's
No
your
cookie
answer.
for you.
I guess it depends on what part of the North Pole they're from.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh, bag, you got my vote.
That's racist. Don't be racist against elves.
Vagine.
How dare you?
Vagine.
Okay, next one. The name
Again,
of a
good
cable
choice,
network that
Hobag,
no
but
one
just
watches.
not against that. The name of a cable network that no one watches.
Ew, gross.
Would it
People would watch Corona TV.
Nick,
Would it
get
be
your
black
fucking
and
mouse
white?
off the screen, dude.
be what?
Get your little cursor off the screen.
What are you talking about?
Why is
can
it
see, like,
bothering
your
you? It's
cursor.
literally
You
like
can't see my cursor.
I can see your
100,000.
cursor. Put it away.
Oh, you can see it on the share screen thing. Wait, can I turn that off?
Quiplash.
That was a good answer.
Yeah.
It was a mediocre answer that went up against something that
The
wasn't.
worst
Whatever,
thing that
dude.
could crawl out of your toilet.
The worst thing that could
Paper
cause.
shotgun.
Fuck. Your own fucking poop. Okay, keep away. Shit. I would be probably the worst thing that could crawl. I'd be
Could
like,
you
yo,
imagine?
you
We
have no
all
idea what
float
I've been
down
through. Do you
here.
have any Hot Pockets? I'd settle
like,
for
yo,
some
bro.
pizza bagels because you can eat them
God damn it,
anytime.
Nick.
Michelle, you always write the sentences for some reason.
Coming up
I mean,
next.
your
Thanks
own
for thinking of me,
a
Nick.
weird way
That
to
always
dry your
comes up
hair.
though, Michelle. So I mean, like, you must have a great
Time to
toilet.
vote.
Oh, god damn it! How would you dry your hair in my asshole? I don't understand. Someone just wanted to use that as an answer. Oh, you're done. Michelle's done, everybody. That's the show. Damn it, Michelle! Oh, and that was a full quiplash too. Apparently, Michelle, you want to dry your hair in my asshole. Or no, that's
For real.
One more. Let's see the damage.
So that's enough.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold, please. Oh, yeah!
Round 3.
You had to throw
This
Nick
is
into it.
round
You're a
3,
cheater.
the last
Sorry,
match.
Vapor
One
Swaggins.
final chance to catch up.
Who Nick
Point
used.
See,
values
but
are
no,
Yeah,
we
exactly.
had the same
Everyone
thing.
gets
If you
the
use a
same prompt this
panelist, you're going to
time.
get votes.
Our prompt is
It's fucked up.
the one phrase the NSA is tired of watching us type into Google.
Oh, this is a good one.
Was a farmer had a dog, E-I-E-I-O, and on his farm he had a Nick, E-I-E-I-O, with a wah wah here and a wow there.
Yeah, I might lose.
Time to take a look.
Just threw
Somebody
one out
not
there.
answer.
Now, you get 3 votes this round to spread out any way you like, or give them all to one answer.
Free porn. Oh, God.
That's a practical one.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
How big is an alien's dick?
Someone Google that right now.
Yeah, but that's like plural aliens. So it's like aliens have more than one penis. Also, it should be like unaliens, like A-N. I'm gonna take points away for bad grammar.
Deal. I'm gonna switch to
Oh!
that. Northern Lights living.
Still got lots of points.
Ooh!
Uh-oh.
Whoop, whoop. Of course.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Just yeah.
All right, that was a very good answer.
Yes.
I gave it 3 votes.
I give it 3 thumbs up.
That's all.
Yeah.
Now for the final scores.
I'm in fourth.
It's only because I threw my answer away.
Yay. If Big G were here, I would have gotten annihilated.
I
Just
threw
saying.
away an answer.
You threw away an
Yeah,
answer?
but not on the last lash.
Why would you
Ah.
do that? They can see you again!
I think that's that. That was fun.
Indeed, indeed. So, yeah, okay. So let me just say this. If you guys want to hang out with me on a Monday afternoon, I will be broadcasting right here on this very channel, and we can play more Jackbox games. If
fun.
you guys want to see me play more video games, then you can see that on... Hold on, let me turn the tunes on here. You can see that on my Twitch channel, which I'll be broadcasting on immediately after this show. We'll be playing some Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 because
Dope.
it just came out today and it's awesome! And I haven't been able to play it for more than an hour, which is the reason I was so tired, which is the reason I slept in on my nap, and the reason the show was late to start, and also shitty. So yeah, blame Tony Hawk's Pro Skater for everything, but I'm gonna throw the link in chat here, and we're gonna say our goodbyes, so... let's start with Michelle.
Start what?
Say goodbye.
Say goodbye.
Jeez.
Hi, you can watch me on Nothing.
Aw.
And also you can see me performing nowhere because of Corona.
Aw.
So I'll just be here in Philadelphia,
Michelle, why don't you live stream?
twiddling my thumbs.
Why don't you live stream like
Twiddling.
You playing bass
Twiddling.
or something? You got to start doing like YouTube
Dude,
live
'cause
streams.
you know why?
then.
Because like a lot of people do that already. And quite honestly, like that's not enjoyable to me. Enjoyable to me is playing with other people.
Yeah.
Not. I mean, sure, playing by yourself can be entertaining, especially playing with yourself. But that's not. What I'm
She
going
means in
for.
front of a mirror.
Yeah, because you need to check your performance while you're playing. Make sure. Yeah. So, with that said, I would just like
This is
to
playing
also mention to everyone that yes, there is a. You know, I'm just gonna have to end it here because my brain is just passing.
Yes.
On. So I'm gonna pass this off to Stan. Stan, what do you have to say?
Nothing? We never explained where Stan was. Stan has a headache.
He went to Chili's.
Actually, Swaggins did tell everyone that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I have it on good authority that he went to Chili's.
Well, anyways, Swaggins, do you have anything to say?
Yeah.
Wait, can I say one more thing? Sorry, before I forget. That's what she said. We'll be back, folks. It's not like gone. It's
not
just
gone.
we're
Yeah,
having
that's what I was
scheduling
wondering.
issue.
It totally threw me off. I've been like, I got lost in thought. I was like, did I miss something?
No. The show will be back. We're on temporary hiatus while certain members of our panel work out their schedules.
Ah,
School is in session, people. Homeschool.
Homeschool is in session.
Yeah. Keep your tips up. I'm Johnny Tsunami. Team Pup and Suds and X-Blades and all that good stuff. Have a good one.
thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Swaggins, for keeping
Thank
the
you
show
all, 8 of
going.
you.
Thank you, Michelle, for being here as well. You guys are awesome.
My pleasure.
I'm glad we could do some semblance of a show tonight. And all the kerfuffles and all the dangle clacks aside, we were still here for you. So there you go. My internet's taking a big dookie right now. So yeah, I'm going to end it here. Good night, everyone. Goodbye.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Wubba lubba dub dub.
You
Peace.
stay classy, San Diego.
Good night,
Oh,
Springfield.
where's my mouse?
Okay. This is Bunny Sanders wishing you all a wonderful night. Have a great time in DC. Goodbye.
He's gonna be there?
I live in Washington, D.C. My home.
He got the good time in DC by Brady. I really music.